video for T-Dot, the clan. They asked me to make a class setup video, so I'm gonna do the best of my ability. I like things a certain way, so not everybody might agree with this, but I'll try to explain the best I can. So this is my main class. Personally, like the Elo site because all the other sites you don't really have a like they kind of block your field of view, and the Elo site's the one that blocks the least, I guess. Like holographic site's too thick, but I use the long barrel for distance. You like get less hit markers from longer distance. On hardcore, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I still use it. Suppressor, I normally don't use suppressors, but on this gun, still normally one or two shots. So then people just don't hear me coming sometimes, or if they have a UAV, it doesn't show up. Stock, it helps you move faster when you're aiming. What a lot of people, or some people don't know, is like when you're aiming, you move slower than you would if you was just hip firing. That's why I sometimes like hip fire, aim in, and then if I'm having a problem hitting somebody, I'll unaim and then aim back in to like correct it. Of course, stim pack. I play hardcore, so will heal you. Engineer, this is kind of a personal preference because I hate dying by trip mines, and it kind of helps me find out where people are because normally they hide behind their equipment. So like I'll see this through the wall or their equipment through the wall, it'll glow red. And it'll tell me if they're there or if they have a sentry gun. I just avoid that whole section the sentry gun can see. Gung ho, fire your weapon. Yeah, so you can fire while sprinting, and you recover your sprint faster. So, how I play, that personally helps me a lot. So I almost put, like, I normally use these perks on everything. Dead silence, so I don't hear my own footsteps and I can hear the enemy footsteps better. If you don't really care about that, I would recommend Ghost so UAVs can't see you. Or like gunships and shit. They can still kill you even if you have Ghost. Some people don't realize that. But if you say you're wearing Ghost and you're by your teammates that are glowing red and when they're in the mothership or whatever, I don't even know if it's considered a mothership in this game, but you know what I mean. They, like, if you're by your teammates, you're gonna see a person walking, it's just not glowing red, so they can still shoot you. So, it's kind of a. I don't really use it. I think I have a couple classes that have it, but. Sometimes I run lightweight with Gung Ho, just so I run faster. And you take no fall damage, so I can just jump off of like the cliff on jungle or whatever. Skulker is kind of pointless in my opinion. I don't normally crouch or go prone though, so cold blooded. It's pretty good. Sentry guns and shit won't shoot you, but if you're like by one of your teammates and they don't have it, and say like something with a missile or some shit shoots at your teammate and you're by it, you'll still die. So, dexterity, you climb faster, swap weapons faster. It's okay, but I would always recommend these three personally. Like I said, that's just how I play though. If you have issues, like if you don't care about the trip mines or whatever, you're dying by a bunch of score streaks, you might want to use like Ghost and Cold Blooded instead, depending. And let's see, what's my other class? Yeah, so normally on almost all my weapons, like the MX9 doesn't have a grip or a quick draw, so that's why I don't have it on there. Plus, it doesn't really need it, but I almost always equip quick draw or grip on all the weapons that have it. It's like you want to aim up faster, depending on your reaction time, and want to have as little recoil as possible. At least I do, anyways. So, like, if I was to set up like this class or whatever, I haven't messed with this shit at all. I'll just do this. See, this doesn't have an elo sight, so then what I would recommend is the reflex, or if you don't even mind iron sights, that's even better, because then you can use it on like that spot on something else. Then kind of using sights though, so on this gun it has two grips. So what I would do is do this. Use a wild card. And do that probably. Like I said, it's personally me. This gun is a beast with two stalks. You can strafe back and forth while you're shooting, and it's insanely fast on the enemy's team. And I'm pretty sure stock 2, when you're aiming in, it has a wider like it's almost like it doesn't zoom in, like you're aiming down the sights, but you have a wider field of vision. That makes sense. Like, here, I'll make a class real fast and show you all the difference. If I'm right. It's been a while, but like just use one stock. I don't even know why I'm doing this, because I'm totally not going to use this fucking class. Yeah, let me just jump in a game. And I'll show you all the difference. Probably give some pointers while I'm in here too. And I'll end up making like a map tutorial too. I would like do one map at a time. It's a lot of videos, but then if you like want tips for a certain map, you can just fucking click on whichever video you need instead of having to like go through whichever fucking, or go to the video and have 4 maps, and then you gotta find exactly what part the map shit starts on. So
let's go.
Let's see. Hoping I'm right about this shit. What the fuck did I do like that? Well, if I'm right, you see how it kind of zooms in? You can't see.
Special Forces, do your duty.
Like, see on the left how everything kind of disappears.
We have the advantage.
Right. Keep that in mind. Do me. I was gonna shoot him because he's just already shot. Alright. What the fuck? Hold on. Okay, maybe I'm not right about that. I don't know. Feel like it did.
Hostile TAC deploy beacon online.
Enemies have destroyed your assault pack.
That's what I get for looking at the damn thing. This is MX9 with the silencer, my main class. And like, I like to keep it moving just because if you don't, the odds of one of the teammates or something flipping spawn behind me. Yeah, fuck, not bad. On something else too. When I make this map video, I'll show you. But there's a way to jump from there in this building. This way and then be all camped up right here. See, this is why I like the
Hostile UAV circling. like I said about the aiming, see how you, oh shit, this one does have smoke on it. Normally, like, aim lower, you can hit fire faster. You can, like, you can move faster when you're not aiming in, I mean. Stock kind of counters that out.
lost control.
Get my stuff. Sure. Stay away from the puppy.
Hostile UAV circling.
This is a really bad video, but
Did what I purpose of the video anyways.
Sit rep. Hostile care package above. Enemy CUAV established above.
UAV above, commencing surveillance operation.
We've taken control.
UAV energy levels 50% depleted.
Let's see here. What's up, Danny? I'm actually just making a video. Shit.
Be advised, hostile attack deploy beacon active.
Fuck, actually, I think that's saying you're not really active on Discord anymore.
Almost there. Close this out. Shut them down.
Email with you.
In the turn, sensors are capture your objective.
AO pacified. Government
that
forces
great.
take the win.
alright. That's that video. I'll talk to you on Discord, Danny.